Right, I'm after a bit of a pause. I've still got a lot of work to do on this before it's finished, but I've moved the lighting which I originally had for the orchids, but I didn't like it because it just wasn't intense enough. I've then moved it across and I've attached it to the top of this. Now what I can do with this system is I can actually add more strips. So there's a pack, can't remember how much it is, where you get another 2 strips, so possibly another plug I think. So I might buy that and add that to it. But I can't remember if the whole thing is 20 watts or it's 20 watts at the moment. I think they're 7 watts each or something like that. I'll have to check it out. It might be 60 watts when it's all done. Many years ago it would have been a 60 watt light on each one, so it would have been 60, 240, 4 kgs, 240 watts. But when I add more lights to this, the whole thing will either be 40 watts or it will be 60 watts, 40 or 60, it's one of the two. And they just add to a little plug which is down there, which has got a spare hole. But you can chain link these things too, so I can chain link, I can run a lead to another strip, and then I can have a lead going round to the strip on the other end, running along the front. So even though I've only got one hole there, you may get another one of those plugs in the pack, which has got a 1 in port, 4 out ports, like a little USB hub. The wire at the back runs in the back on each side. There's 2 ports to run to lights, and I've got 1 lead to each port, but you can also chain link them and run them all off of 1 port if you wanted to. So there you go, I'll add a couple of, that's all producing its own light. It would have otherwise been in the dark. Like, you need that explaining. But you can see it does produce a good light. And I think another 2 strips on it across the centre will light it up quite nice. So making another start on that, but I'd forgotten I was supposed to glue the mesh because some of the mesh was loose. I'd done some of it and left it and forgot I was supposed to do the rest of it. So that one's actually sitting at the moment, which is being supported by 2 canes, which also reminds me I want to do something with the canes too, glue them in so I can have little plants growing up in maybe one of them or 2 of them, depending on what I decide to house in these. But yeah, made another start anyway, and I'll do another one when I get a bit further and I've done a bit more work. Got a bit of reindeer moss I've collected, which needs to be sort of broken up and put into various spots, you see. Too much for one.